Like many kids growing up in the 90s, I love the Power Rangers, and after all these years, the series is still going strong, and there's a new fighting game called Power Rangers Battle for the Grid that's now hit the market. But is this one a magnificent, morphing masterpiece, or is Power Rangers Battle for the Grid more like battling for garbage? Power Rangers Battle for the Grid is a one-on-one 2D plane fighting game with teams of 3 versus 3, featuring a variety of characters from the Power Rangers universe. There is currently 9 playable characters in the game. There are 3 more being added soon, and there is a lot of DLC planned. Not long after I started Power Rangers Battle for the Grid, I immediately felt like this was an early access fighting game. The core engine is extremely easy to pick up and play, with combos being able to be pulled off with just a few button mashes. However, mastering the combos and of course being able to string them together perfectly is what's going to take the most amount of time and will be rewarding for those that end up getting into this fighting engine. There's already a little bit of balance issues with a few characters that are included in the game. For example, Goldar can pull off pretty much an infinite combo with the press of just 2 buttons. Special moves are very easy to pull off, and just as easy to add to long string combos, which makes it very fun to start learning some of the characters that are included. There's also assist moves, as well as you're able to summon either the Megazord, Dragon Zord, or a giant version of Goldar to help you during the fight. This is selected before you go into a battle. Unfortunately, there is no Megazord vs. Megazord combat. Here, you're not able to control them or anything. It's just basically an assist that automatically helps you out for a little bit of time. The biggest downsides, though, with Power Rangers Battle for the Grid is the lack of content. There is an arcade mode, but it's just a 7-match arcade mode with very little story at all. It's basically just a couple of text boxes. There's no voice acting in the game whatsoever. There's only a couple of stages, so you're fighting on the same levels over and over again, and with the current 9 only playable characters, you're fighting the same matches over and over again, even throughout the arcade, making the already very short arcade mode very boring and monotonous after just 2 playthroughs. It's clear that the focus for Battle for the Grid is with the online, which is okay, but I definitely felt it stumbling. There was lag issues and input problems. Nothing overly egregious and far from the worst I've seen with online fighting games, but it's not perfect, and with a game that's already lacking a bunch of stuff, not having that flawless right out the gate is probably just going to end up putting off some of those that are early adopters. Outside of the bit of online issues, there wasn't problems as far as the game crashing or slowing down at other points. Power Rangers Battle for the Grid is available now for $19.99 on the PlayStation 4. It's also available on the Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC. It does feature a Platinum Trophy on the PS4, but it's going to require hundreds and hundreds of online ranked matches to get it. Overall, Power Rangers Battle for the Grid is an okay to decent fighting game that just lacks a lot of content that's going to end up putting a lot of people off. Already having a focus on paid DLC when the core game itself doesn't have a whole lot to it is also something that's probably going to sour a bunch of people that may be interested in picking it up. It may be one of those games that in a couple of years, once all the DLC has been released, bugs fixed up, and content added to it, it could be a decent fighter, but currently, at $19.99, it's a bit hard for me to recommend it. I'm going to be giving Power Rangers Battle for the Grid a 6 out of 10. But that's going to wrap up this review. I'd like to thank you for watching, and of course, I hope you enjoy.